Hi everyone, it's Eva Pietrzak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I'd love to talk to you about the importance of confidence and belief in you in what happens in the world at current times. But first I want to ask you a couple of questions. Do you ever feel like you have that internal critical voice that sabotages your actions and tells you maybe I'm not good enough for this project or for this job or for this type of clients? Or maybe you find yourself questioning your decisions or having that self-judgment every day that stops you from moving forward with taking actions around your goals. Maybe you have tendency to compare yourself with others. You look at people in your industry and you're thinking they can, but I can't. Maybe you're afraid of speaking in public or putting yourself out there when it comes to online content, Facebook Lives, and so on. Do you question your decisions, or maybe you have tendency to ask others what you should be doing? And finally, have you gone through some sort of highly emotional event in your life when you used to be super confident and things were rolling for you, and then suddenly everything just went backwards? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, then you really want to look at your confidence. What is actually confidence? Confidence, and I would say closely it's related to the terminology called self-image. It's set of deep emotional beliefs that you're holding about who you are, what you're capable to do, and how much are you worth. And confidence is so important right now because people who are confident inside out, a lot of my clients where everybody is panicking all over the world are creating new income streams or working on some sort of online projects that will bring them as winners in current economy. And the reason for this is they think differently. They think from inside out and they have confidence based on who they are and how their mind works to create reality. Now, majority of population right now goes with the crowd and loses their confidence and loses their belief in themselves because maybe some of their incomes are cut off or maybe there is uncertainty in the world. You want to be someone who is super confident inside out and you really want to learn how to do this. So let me share with you a couple of tools that worked for me in order to transform my self-esteem. Maybe you've heard my story before, but I used to work in corporate world and I dreaded my work. But not only that, for about 15 years of my life, I was battling deep-rooted fear of speaking and reading in front of public. Even when I was in my finance job, I might have been first and second in Ireland in my financial exams, but I wasn't even able to speak few words about myself when it came to presentations or some sort of training in front of my boss. It really crippled me. And not only that, but what I was thinking about myself at the deep-rooted level, that level of self-belief or self lack of confidence impacted the fact that I didn't even know what I wanted to do in life. And then something magical happened. When I transformed my self-esteem working with Bob Proctor's material, within the first 3 months, I stood on stage here in Dublin and I delivered my first live event to 70 people with no fear. And this is where my life purpose started shaping up and actually what I want to do in life. I realized that all these years, my confidence, my deep-rooted beliefs about who I am and what I'm capable of and how much I deserve were stopping me from being who I really am in my life. And at that point, I realized that I want to help the masses. I want to help you feeling invincible like I felt on the day when I stood on stage first time. Now, roll forward, currently, that work that I did initially on my self-esteem pays off tremendously. Number one, couple of weeks ago, I was standing on stage in LA in front of 300 people, not 70, 300 people. And without preparation, like, back in the old days, 5 years ago, I would have to have scripts and slides and all of that. I was speaking purely from the heart, just helping people. And the whole crowd was raving, standing ovations, crying and hugging me and thanking me for what I shared. And what I shared with them was actually how I transformed my self-esteem. And when I did that and I saw how many lives have been touched through this, of those who are successful but crippled by their own internal critic, or crippled by questioning their decisions, crippled by not knowing what they're capable to do, or not being able to charge what you're worth, or making sales calls or follow-up calls, I was like, you know what? I think it's time to help masses with this. And I think if you resonate with what I'm just saying, I think it's time to help you. And this time, when everybody around is running around like a headless chicken and panicking with the crowd, you may prefer to choose to spend working on your self esteem and emerge as someone who is super confident after the whole disasters that are happening in the world pass. And this is what I would love to invite you to do. So what I've done over past few weeks, I have been working on a special course for you if you would love to boost your self-esteem. And you may be someone who is already very successful. You might be in business for yourself. You might be in corporate world, but you feel crippled by that internal critic, which always tells you that other people are better than you, or they can, you can't, or maybe you just can't do presentations or speak in public. Maybe you feel like you're not attracted to the right love partners because there's something going on with your self-esteem or self-worth. Or maybe you're a coach or a consultant and you're not charging high enough rates, or you're even afraid of follow-ups and sales calls. What do people think of you? If you resonate with what I just said, you really will love this. So over next 10 weeks, we're actually starting on the 2nd of April and the enrollments are closing on the 31st of March. I'm going to run a special self-image course called Confidence Accelerator, where I want to help you to become invincible. Even speaking about financial security, when we're talking about what's going on in the world right now, I hear about so many people panicking. I just literally had a phone call from my accountant saying, "Oh, have you heard this?" And I'm like, you know what? It's okay. It's gonna pass. I'm focusing on helping my clients. And I remember when I went from corporate world to my business, financial security was a big deal for me. And I thought that having a job is financial security. Very quickly, I learned that financial security is in understanding how my mind works and how it impacts generating the income that I want. So very quickly, I've learned that I can create new streams of income to serve my clients, to serve my audience, when maybe the old streams of income are no longer working. And that is true confidence. True confidence is coming from understanding how your mind works and how to flip it and maneuver it to give you the results you want. So look, if this resonates with you and you are like dying to change your self-esteem so that you feel invincible, so that the world and its economy right now doesn't impact you, you're like, "Oh, you know what? I'm going to use next couple of months productively to attract the level of career or the job that I've always wanted, to identify what my purpose is, to multiply my income and create new online sources, to overcome my public speaking fears or online presence fears, to attract my soulmate." If you resonate with this, you definitely want to check out Confidence Accelerator. It's the only time I'm going to run it live. And for those of you who decide by 31st of March, we have heaps of bonuses that you will love. And you will have opportunity to study with me in person over 10 weeks period and really become invincible. I tell you this, so many things happened to me when I transformed my self-esteem, and I know now that I can help you do the same, not in 3 months, but literally 10 weeks. And you can see transformation in every area of your life. Where you feel you've been sabotaged or stopped, all of that is going to be unlocked within 10 weeks time. So if this resonates with you, or maybe you have a friend who you feel this would help, I want you to click on the link below and register. We are closing registrations by 31st of March, so you really want to get going. And we're going to start the course on Thursday, 2nd of April, and it's going to be 10 weeks packed with amazing information and practical tools that will transform your belief in you and make you feel invincible about you and your life. So I hope this resonates with you. I am totally excited about rolling this out because it's been probably the most transformative piece of knowledge that I've ever received. Transformed my life, allowed me to discover my life purpose and create high six-figure income very quickly, and a business that is mostly online all over the world helping masses. Now, if you want to fulfill your dreams and you feel like that inner critic might be crippling you or stopping you, you definitely want to commit next couple of months to reverse that. So if you're up for it, click on the link below under this video and join me. You'll love this and your future self will be so grateful you did. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspires you, and I'm really looking forward to working with you, with those of you who choose to make a difference to yourself, your life, your business, your money, your love life, your health, your weight in the next couple of months, rather than being bogged down with what's going on in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.